What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. We are back. We are here, and you know we're doing a lot better than LA and Boston. That's all I can.
Man, the biggest franchises ever, man. They're getting
And what are the
swept.
odds? Both of them
They
are
are
in.
not representing well.
Are in the same spot. Like y'all both about to get swept.
I ain't got nothing to say right now.
That's all right.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say right now, I cannot afford to go to Harold's no more. $2 a wing now? What's going on, man? I can't afford. I'm too poor for that.
How do we get on that?
Be- because I just come from Harold's, and these fools robbed me blind, man. I'm
How,
just saying,
how
man.
how long has it been since you've been to Harold?
I'm just saying, I go all the time because they're right down the
Oh,
road. But
oh, well, you already knew. You already knew of the robbery.
I'm just saying, it's at a point where I'm like, I gotta start. Do I want to put gas in the car or go to Harold's this week? I gotta put gas in the car. I can't
Hey,
afford it no more, man. I'm
Hey,
too
if you
poor
go
for it.
every week, you used to the robbery. That's like walking down that street that you know bad things happen and be like, damn, something bad happened. Why are you so surprised?
Yeah.
Because you've
Well,
been
I'm
there,
done. I
done it.
think I'm done, man. I think they robbed me for the last time.
Hey man, it happens. Hey,
But I'm enjoying it I'm enjoying it while I got it though.
yeah, say them wings for 6 days. 6 wings, 1 wing a day.
Man,
Stretch it, man. It's okay.
fuck up, man.
No,
Stretch
it ain't even that now. They a minimum 18. You have to buy a minimum of 18 wings.
What, minimum?
since when?
Right. That's what the robbery came in. Like I was six. I can do six for 12. I can't do 18 for 36 every day, every week. Like that. That's where I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They robbed me because now it's a minimum of 18.
Yeah, they're like, you
There's,
gotta stop going to Harold's, my boy.
Just
I,
make you and Allie just make y'all own heroes.
There you go.
You
Get you
know,
a big bag of chicken. I'll say, Harold's, what's the sauce y'all got? You feel me? At least let me get the.
but they ain't gonna give you that. I don't
I'll,
think.
I'll,
Just buy the hair, just buy the mild sauce and go.
get the off-brand sauce of it. Then you know what I'm saying. So
Buy the mild sauce and go. Google
too
it. I
poor.
mean, Google it.
better days though. But back to this NBA stuff, please. Like, let's get back to this, man. So, because
All right,
it's gonna be it might be
wait,
the
wait, wait, wait. Before you
end
get
of my
started,
dynasty tonight, boy.
before you get started, does your boy LeBron get swept tonight?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell to the no. If he really care about his fans tonight, so we don't have to hear this bullshit from these Jordan fans, he has to pour this out, please. I am not trying to hear that shit, bro. I am not trying to hear that. So if he really love his fans, I need a dub tonight. I
What
need
about himself, not his fans?
his fans, himself. Nigga, I don't care who he want to play for.
Family, the
The
kid.
family. I need him to put everybody on his back and be like, "Hey, I'm about to take y'all. At least get one game. At least one game. I can't. You can't go out with having another sweep on your resume, bro. You can't do it because that's just like I said. That's just more ammo for these haters. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, LeBron, he pulling it out tonight. I don't care.
Okay.
He pulling it out.
All right, John. So my question for you is: out of these two series, which one is more impressive?
Definitely Miami. I mean, because first up, I counted them out for a few reasons, and I don't feel bad about it either. Like, oh, people are like, oh, you counted us out. Yeah, I counted you out. You lost two of your best, your top players, Oladipo and
Hero.
whatever his name is. Yeah, Tyler Hero. And then so you're putting more minutes on a lot of guys who have not played that many minutes all year, and then they're playing better in those minutes than they played all year. Yes, I'm surprised and I'm happy. Secretly, I'm enjoying this playoffs more than I have enjoyed the playoffs in a long time because obviously Jimmy Butler's my favorite player. But I'm trying to like hold it back because I don't want to get too, you know what I mean? I don't want to get too excited just to see it all come down to, the losing in the finals anyway. But yeah, Miami for sure. I mean, him going at Grant Williams. By the way, people are saying Grant Williams just can't guard him. That's good defense by Grant Williams. It is not. Go look at them plays. Like he is all over Jimmy in them plays. That's not bad defense. Jimmy just hitting them buckets. And so, yeah, by far the Miami series is the better series, more entertaining, because you have two guys. Jason Tatum, one of the top 30-point scorers in the league, right? He had 42 30-point games this year. Jaylen Brown had 22. Bam and Jimmy combined for 21 30-point games. So they had fewer 30-point games combined than Jaylen Brown. And Jaylen Brown had about half as many as Tatum. And yet Tatum and Brown couldn't even combine for 30 the other night. So, yeah, I mean, this series is like, sure, coaching, you could say. They're saying Mazzulla lost control of his locker. When like last week, because it seemed fine until now. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. But yeah, I'm glad to be wrong, but I don't feel bad about being wrong about this series at all. It's very entertaining, and I'm happy for the Heat.
Yeah, I was about to say that's definitely the surprise series for me as well. That the Heat are up 3-0 on the Celtics, but I mean, it's just plain and simple. The Heat are pretty much just outplaying the Celtics. There's no, I mean, everybody keeps saying Jason Tatum and Brown, they're supposed to be playing like Bam and Jimmy. I mean, they're just pretty much getting outplayed in my eyes. I mean, Tatum and Brown are they're getting the shots, but they're just keep missing them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just I don't get why Tatum is just. I don't know. I don't get why Tatum struggles like this. You feel me? Like he does so well throughout the regular season, but then it's like once playoff time comes around, it's just I don't know. I guess he just can't really get the job done. He's very inconsistent. But Brown, I'm very disappointed in what Brown has been offering these last at this series, because before this series, Brown was averaging I think like 25 or 30 points. So for him to just be kind of just have this huge drop off, like John said, it's just something that we not really used to seeing. So yeah, just straight kudos to Butler and the Heat in themselves, because I mean, yeah, the two of their key players are hurt, but everybody else is stepping up, which I think that's kind of a good thing, because I feel like Boston hasn't really game planned for those other guys. They were really just game planning for Butler and maybe Bam, but I mean, those other guys have been showing up. I mean, you can't beat when your bench is scoring like almost 50 plus points a game. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat that. So as long as they keep doing that, I mean, shit, the Heat definitely going to the finals. So, but I do feel like Boston gonna get one, but I do feel like the Heat gonna possibly. Well, I feel like the Celtics gonna get two. I'll say Heat in 6.
Okay. Before you go, Nico, I do have to say kudos to Jimmy, like you said, because he predicted this. He said last year, he said, "Oh, we'll be back," because they missed it by one shot. They were missing Game 7 by one shot against the Celtics.
Yeah.
And I said at that point, okay, unless you get Damian Lillard, you ain't coming back. They're back. Now again, they still got to win one more, but it's looking like they're going to be back. I actually do have the Lakers winning their next two, but it's a little bit of a disrespect to Miami. They finally gave them they're finally 2-point favorites for the first time in a game, and it's at home. Like they weren't even favorites in Game 3 at home. This is the first time in this whole series they're finally favorites, and they only gave them barely 2 points. But yeah, they said 9. Well, currently on the roster, 7 undrafted players. So what they're doing is special, man. Drafting from within, like the St. Louis Cardinals, man. It looks nice. I like to see teams do this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you thought that St. Louis shit.
I don't like the G League just to be that other league. I like it to be a developmental league. No, but I like it when you see like they're actually using the G League to develop players and not just be like, oh yeah, we got that other league that players go down to or play.
But that's the thing about the Heat system, though. Like they really get those grit and greedy type of guys, like the Butlers and like you said, the undrafted players that nobody really looks at, because they build them. They really trust the process. They trust like, hey, this guy, we seen something in him when he was, possibly not in college or whatever, but we feel like he has the potential to be this. And shit, look at Jimmy Butler. He was the last pick of the first round, man, and nobody was really expecting Jimmy Butler to pop like this, to be a star. Honestly, they supposedly calling him Baby Jordan now. Like, come on now, like.
Yeah. But still,
relax, let him win.
Come on, but he's good. Like, but Baby Jordan, come on, man.
I don't like it, like, because we say, oh, they draft tough players, but I disagree with that. Like, I don't think Max Strus and Gabe Vincent and those guys are like tough guys.
I mean, the grit and greedy type of guys.
I think they develop players right. The problem with the Lakers there's a big shot I'm taking at them right now because, like, the Celtics still have Tatum. They still have Brown. Like, the Lakers had Lonzo. They had Brandon Ingram. They had Kyle Kuzma. Like, and on and on. They lost all them dudes. They didn't develop a single one. And then they go on somewhere else and play better. So, like, there's certain teams, the Lakers are like ESPN right now. They can't develop talent, right? They got to go hire Pat McAfee and bring in always buying talent, right? That's what it is. Like, the ESPN, ESPN used to develop talent. Stephen A. Smith, so on. I'm just saying, like, that's what
big corporations today. What is the problem?
Yeah, I do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where the Lakers are, right? They don't develop talent. We see all the time in certain teams. Packers develop talent. Patriots develop talent. Like,
I mean, but those are
certain teams. That's what's special about them. I don't think that they just know how to hire tough or draft tough because they didn't even draft these guys. They actually develop players, and I think a lot of
that's the thing. The Lakers are always about winning now, though. The Miami Heat weren't really expected to be here, so you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why they drive those type of guys, those grit and grind type of guys. So
you're right.
Lakers are always just we need to win right now. But I get what you're saying though, for sure.
It just makes you wonder how many players were left behind, though. You know what I mean? Like, could Larry Nance been better?
And then that's true. And then, but if you also look at some of those picks that the Lakers gave up, though, I feel like those guys played better on a different team anyway. You know what I'm saying? It just maybe just the group of guys that they were around at that time in the period, it just wasn't gelling. But I do see what you're saying. They don't really give them the time to develop, though.
Didn't like 3 or 4 years ago, y'all had like a 35-year-old guy who'd been playing on the G League forever come out and drop like 30?
Y'all, I am just a LeBron fan. Yes, I do remember who you're talking
about. John, he always say he just a LeBron fan.
Okay, all right, I'll stop saying
that's a Laker jersey.
Just finish the point.
This boy I ain't gonna lie. I wish they really did have this jersey, but this boy is fresh though. Like, this is one of those I got like it's $50 at Lids, you know what I'm saying? But it was nice. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had to copy.
I got this at Real Deal Sports. You can get one too anytime.
Matter of fact, you can get one anytime. Just hit the line. And another thing, y'all subscribed yet? No, but go ahead.
No, don't. You tell them to subscribe. Don't say.
I just said that.
Right.
No, but you was
telling you to go ahead to finish.
Like, no, you supposed to be like, hey, subscribe, do that. Like we're having a debate right now that you should subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
But don't you think you already gonna get the point with, especially with you just explaining it? So,
man, you're terrible.
I'm just saying.
All right, so if both series and in a sweep, would this arguably be the worst conference finals ever?
I won't necessarily say worst ever. It's just both teams just got outplayed clearly, or you know what I'm saying. But I think this only happened one other time. I think back in 2015 that both conferences were up 3-0. So I mean, yes, it's rare, but I don't know. I don't think. I think it is. I just don't think it's ending tonight. I'm just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't say it's the worst conference ever because it's not done yet. So unless it ends tonight and then it ends tomorrow, then yes, maybe it will be the worst conference. But if they can prolong it, then no. It just all depends on tonight. I just put it like that.
What about you, John?
Y'all about to say you muted or something, bro.
Yeah. I thought it was me.
You're saying, are these the worst conference finals ever?
Yeah,
I would say up till now, probably. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but for my lifetime, for sure. Like, this is bad. These games, the last one was a 30-point blowout by the Heat, and it's not because like it's 3-0. I don't mind that they're both 3-0, but like one team has clearly just been like dominating the other, in the fourth quarter, like every single time. And to
the last 5 minutes, because the Lakers have been close in their games. It's just that last 5 minutes. I don't know what the hell it is.
Hey, John, you know all them stats about
right. And but I would say, like, even Miami's killing Boston in the fourth quarter. I mean, the first two were close games up until the fourth quarter. But so it's not just that it's 3-0. It's just the way it's the way they're going down. Obviously, the Celtics sitting their starters the whole fourth. That was hard to watch. And then you got LeBron leaving the game early, like always. walking out. I'm sorry, like you gotta own up to that. Like that's something you can't do. That's not sportsmanship. That's just not
Bro,
something
you
you
can
do.
understand if it was like game 7, but it's like game
No,
2,
we
game
don't do
3.
that.
Who
We don't
cares?
do that. No,
Who
no
cares?
coach in high school or in college, no coach is letting his players do that. Somehow in the
If it's
pros,
a
it becomes
if it's an
acceptable.
elimination game, I'm not walking off. But I can understand if it's an elimination game, like how he walked off in Boston. Okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? But bro, it's game 3. Who cares?
Well, then, Nico, what do you think about that? What do you think about walking off and before the game's even
Definitely,
over?
I definitely think. I mean, because you see it now. I think maybe games 1, 2, and 3, you can, because it's like it ain't over yet. I ain't about to dap you up after every game. But close out games. Game 4, if you lose, then
Yeah,
probably
that's,
forget
that's,
hey, we
absolutely.
whooped our ass. We holla at you later. Cancun on 6. Um, but yeah, I mean, maybe the first 3 games. But if you get closed out and you do that, it's petty. It's petty.
I made excuses for him when he did it in the bubble because he was seeing them dudes every single day in the bubble.
Yeah.
And so, like, dude, I'm gonna see you in about 10 minutes. I ain't dapping you up
But
right
to
now,
that
like
point,
whatever for the
point,
fans.
in the series, I'm gonna see you
Right. And I agree with
Wednesday.
that. I agree with that. But
I
if
see
it's
you Wednesday.
always the same dude every time, like it becomes a thing. If no one else is doing it, if Austin Reeves did it, they would have roasted him somehow. I mean, like I said, they're
don't think
roasting
they would've
LeBron.
gave
Some
him
people are roasting LeBron over it too. So I'm not gonna say it's unfair, but I'm just saying
They roast LeBron about everything, every little thing this man does.
but
He
he's the
can
only
chip
one
a
doing
toenail.
this. He's not the only one doing this, but he's the only one doing this consistently. I mean, just all the time, like walking out of games early, and it becomes people are gonna notice. I'm just saying that people are gonna notice, and I think at some point it's a little too much.
I'm
I
about to
think
go back and watch every game tape now to see who all walks off the court at the end of the game. And I bet you it's just not LeBron, man. It's just he's the only one that.
it's not. No, I said it's not LeBron. I said it's not only LeBron, but it's consistently him all the time. I mean, he is always doing it. Like every year, man, we got tape of this dude doing it. So it just becomes a little much. But I don't think it's that big a deal, but I think it is a slightly big deal. Yeah, I think it's not nothing. I just don't.
It's nothing. Like again, like if he does it tonight, then I can get everybody would be pissed if he loses, I should say. But it's just
I'm
walking.
not saying he has to dap him up.
Wait. So to
I'm
that
not saying
point,
he has to dap him up. He left before the game was over. That was my point.
I'm pretty sure. How many seconds? I'm pretty sure it's like what, a minute, under a minute left.
Like 6 seconds. It was like 6 seconds. It
Really?
don't matter, man. You put that L out there. You got to sit there and take it with the rest of your team. You cannot walk off from your team. I'm not even talking about damping them up. I'm talking about your team. You walked off, left your team early. I didn't like that. That's the part I didn't like. I don't care about you damping them up.
I only think it would be bad if his teammates had a problem with it.
If say they win tonight and then he daps them up, is he just being petty?
I mean, in y'all eyes, he probably gonna be petty.
Oh yeah. He's talking about in our eyes.
I'm just saying, like
other people to sit in the line when you weren't willing to do it. You just don't. But you know what? I do got Lakers winning the next 2. I don't care what people say.
Which next 2, they got to win tonight to get to
right.
the game.
You got to focus on one game. Stop thinking about the future, bro.
You got to one at a time.
One.
One at a time, bro.
I need you to stop putting your Charles Barkley on right now, bro. Like,
I guarantee.
Whoa. Say this is kind of the first team he's met since that that Spurs team that just systematically destroyed them. Like this is the first time that he's met like that. Obviously, the Warriors had offensive power; they could just outshoot you, and they could just outgun you. But I'm talking about just from a team standpoint, just do all the right moves, move the right pieces, and like a chess move, just beat you.
It also helps that nobody can fucking stop Joker on the Lakers.
No, can't stop Jamal Murray either.
There we go. Thank you.
That too.
He's stepping into him.
But damn, bro, it's like
he come off the bench, bang. I'm like, come on, dog.
That boy.
Hey, who did I say was going to be the key to that series?
You did say Jamal Murray, man, and I ain't gonna lie, he definitely.
I said the other one was going to be Jimmy Butler.
But him to be balling, I think he scored 37 back to back games, game 2 and game 3. You know what I'm saying?
They need to do tonight though, and I don't know why they didn't do this after like game 1. You got to put another big out there. You trying to do this small ball shit? It ain't working.
Supposedly they started Hachimura now, so
Well, you should have did that game too.
thank you.
And no, because what you could have done, I ain't no coach, I ain't no analyst.
But you got a little bit of sense of some basketball though.
Well, you just got to go big because they're big. Jamal Murray, the smallest one in that lineup.
And then the fact they keep putting Dennis Schroeder on Jamal Murray. Why do they keep putting Dennis Schroeder on Jamal Murray?
You got 7 foot Jokic, 6'10" Michael Porter Jr. I didn't know he was that big.
I didn't know he was that big either. I thought he's
then
like.
You got a 6'8" Aaron Gordon. That's a lot of size. Of course, you lose the rebound.
And shout out to Aaron Gordon too. But when they be putting him in at center, he been holding it down though. I can't even cap. For him to only be 6'8", he been lightweight, kind of holding it down for the, you know what I'm saying, for Denver when Jokic's out, I should say, because I think he's the second biggest player other than DeAndre Jordan, but they don't play DeAndre Jordan though. So
because really what they could have done, I ain't no professional, I ain't no coach, but put Lonnie Walker and Hachimura out there, just to have some size, match up with them size-wise. And then it's like, all right, we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure the rest out if, we get down. But at least you got athleticism. Not saying D'Angelo and Schroeder not. They're just small.
Fucking D'Angelo. Oh, my God.
And then, but low-key, though, Walt, you got to call your boy. Tell him to stop shooting all them threes.
Bruh, like, what's the point of you even putting up these videos, talk about you shoot after practice? Like, oh, man.
No. I'm talking about LeBron. My man has been terrible.
Yeah.
Bro, they say he's like 5 for 35.
No, I think he's like 2 for 35, bro.
So is he injured?
What?
They say
he's got an injury.
Listen, wait a minute. Hold on. Just relax. I'm not using that in an excuse.
I think he is. I think he kind of is. I'm not saying it's bad. I think he kind of is.
I mean, it's a possibility, but you can't use that as an excuse now because then that's just going. I feel like that's just going to look bad on him. You feel me? So right, I mean, at the end of the day,
it would.
You got to play it out, bro. You got to give it your all tonight. Simple as that.
And you got to factor into at this point, if you play 50 or more games, everybody injured at this point. You playing every other day.
Everybody got
don't really have time to heal. You just gotta go out there and do what you can.
I just want him to just drop 25 plus for me one time, man. Please. Like, I can't remember last time he had 25. Where's the last time LeBron had 25?
Yeah, I don't want to see point guard LeBron. This is
serious.
Not Lakers.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see this man having 9 assists.
12. He had 12 the other night.
Excuse my language. Bitch, I need you to score 30. Simple as that. It's 30 plus. I'm sorry. Like, LeBron, I love you, bro, but you got to score 30.
Did you just call him LeBitch?
I need you to score 30. Brian, you want to save your career.
We ain't never get put on now.
I don't care.
I
don't care. It's out of love. Tough love. I don't care.
Wow.
You got to score 30. I'm sorry.
Hey, I hope our parents don't see this episode because they're going to be like, you using that kind of language.
I love you. Mama, I love you. This is how you know I'm passionate about this game tonight. I need this man.
Hey, John,
one game.
I thought it was just a Cleveland fan. I'm just saying.
Look, it's desperation right now, man. I'm desperate right now. We need a win. We need a win. I'm sorry, man. Brian, I love you. It's tough love, baby. I promise, man. It's tough love. But
hey, last thing on the
Nuggets. I don't need playmaking LeBron tonight, man. I don't.
Last thing I want to say on the Nuggets, man. I'm glad like Aaron Gordon is playing for I almost said Aaron Judge. Aaron Gordon's playing for like a legit contender. You know what I mean? Because he's one of them guys like that always gets tossed onto like the Wizards or something like that, and like just their careers just get wasted. I'm so glad to see him playing like meaningful minutes for a team. And it's been fun to watch him, throw down, man. He's still fun to watch.
Yeah, no, very true though, very true. And Denver, they say put some respect on our name, And I think tonight, I think tonight they're trying to close this out because they've seen this before. LeBron 3-1. A couple years ago, he came back, upset a whole Bay Area.
That's different.
No,
I
it
mean, they
is. It
probably
is.
kind of.
But I think you have to cut the snake off at the head tonight.
I
Don't give
agree.
him no extra chance.
I agree.
Not a one.
I agree.
Not
If
a
I'm
You
not,
one.
know, like they're split because you
Huh?
kind of want to win it at home in front of your fans, Game 5,
Yeah,
but
but
you
you don't.
also, but
I
there's
think
something about LA. You know they're gonna boo their own crowd,
you gotta
and
take
that's
this
gonna
Grim
last
Reaper
longer in
out
history.
right now.
Yeah, if you close them in LA and they boo their own crowd gets boos them, that's gonna last longer in
You
history, and
have to
I think
take.
that means more to them.
You have to kill this monster tonight. Don't he like Jason? You know, he keep coming back. You got to burn him tonight. Burn him,
Yep.
kill him. And of course we don't condone violence. We're being funny here, but you gotta beat LeBron tonight. Beat him tonight, and you ain't got to worry about him till October.
and just going back to what John said to finish off my thought, Denver has definitely been underrated for some reason throughout this whole playoffs. I don't know why, but a lot of people kind of like swept them under the rug, I guess, just because of the struggles of Murray a little bit. But hey, man, if like you said, y'all gotta kill him tonight, man. But it ain't happening. It ain't.
That's one of my favorite things is like people's talking all this trash now. Like, oh, you counted Denver out. You counted. It's like, bro, where were you 6 weeks ago? You was not predicting Denver to win it all. Calm down. But one of us was.
I wasn't. I'll be honest. I wasn't.
I didn't
I
predict
think
Miami though.
said,
I got them wrong, man. Kudos to
I think
Miami.
I said the Suns. Matter of fact,
No. Honestly, I think we all of our brackets was busted after Milwaukee. We all
Well,
have
Giannis,
Milwaukee.
Giannis was out 3 games. Of course, we got it broken. But
Yeah,
I
but
still
we
got
didn't.
Nuggets.
Of course, we didn't know that.
I still got my Nuggets. I'm riding with them. But
Damn Nuggets.
damn it.
yeah, they were my original pick, Nuggets and 76ers. But let's talk some Carmelo real quick. I just want to, he's retiring officially.
Why you gotta talk about him? No, I'm just.
Damn it.
He's one of
Sorry.
the greatest scorers of all time. I mean, but
It would be AD, bro.
Carmelo, I just want to say like kudos to his career, man. Like I miss watching him play with the Knicks and the Nuggets too, but the Knicks with that Amon Shumpert, J.R. Smith, it was a Felton, Raymond Felton. Who was the point guard? And yeah, a couple of point guards. But I enjoyed that team. Obviously, LeBron bounced them, but and then stole Shumpert and J.R. the next year. But there were some great moments, man. I miss him with Iverson. They put up some 140, 150 point games that season. Got bounced early, but then they got beat by Kobe. I remember that the conference finals where he played against Kobe, and he said, I got Kobe. Let me take him. And then Kobe averaged about 35 points a game on 60% shooting, and just but you know what? He rose to the challenge, and he rose to the wrong challenge, and Kobe got him. But it was a good series. It was Chauncey Billups. Great times, man. Kudos to Melo on his career. I think he won one scoring title. I think wish he would have got more. But yeah, man. Kudos to Melo. Congrats on him.
I didn't know he was Puerto Rican.
Is he like a military kid or something?
No. Both of his parents are Puerto Rican,
Okay.
just from New York. I'm
Okay.
like, I didn't even know that. I'm like, all right, boy. My Puerto Rican. I ain't Puerto Rican, but
But yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it was definitely a great career for Melo. Him, starting it off, winning at Syracuse, getting that national championship. And then I think he got 2 gold medals, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, yeah, he was one of those that we didn't get to see win an NBA title. But, I felt like he won in other places. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like my favorite moment was I think it was either his rookie year or his second year when he got that steal and then he posterized whoever that was. I forgot who he posterized, but boy, that was a nasty ass poster though for sure. I think
Young Melo could jump.
Huh? Yeah,
Young Melo could jump. Yeah, and probably the greatest Olympic player of all time, arguably.
no, he definitely one of the best Olympic scorers of all time.
Oh, for sure.
I think he still got
Best
the record.
in the lot.
Nigga.
But gentlemen, Jim Brown, another Ohio great, passed away this past weekend. Um, he was, one of Walt's team. That was one of shoot,
Yeah, that was definitely pretty much
arguably the best player ever.
yeah, pretty much one of the best Cleveland players that we probably had. Definitely has left us this week. Still holds some of the rushing records, of course. And yeah, just pretty much just my definitely condolences going out to his family, man, because it's just like I said, I know he was what I think 87. He definitely lived a nice long life,
Yeah.
doing football and acting too as well back in the day.
He was an activist as well.
Right. So, he did plenty of things for the community and everything. So, and not just on the football field. So, definitely kudos off to him. And yeah, that definitely Cleveland has lost a true legend, true Cleveland legend for sure.
And to that point, Walt, I don't have nothing. You know, he even he was one of the actors in one of my favorite movies, Any Given Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He was the linebackers coach or the defensive coordinator, one of them.
The defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and just
Just getting that LT's ass. That was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. So, he at the time when he was doing what he was doing, the activism and playing and everything, he was walking a fine line, because I think back then it was a lot easier to kind of blackball him. Like now it's a little different because you have the world of social media and things like that. But at the time he was doing it, it was looked down upon. You know, talking about black issues, and you're playing, a sport that's paying, I don't know how much they was making back then, but paying you good money. What do you have to complain about? And him and Kareem and Bill Russell, just to name a few, they were, they're front and center. So, I definitely got to give, much kudos to him.
Still got our only football championship too, man.
Wow.
1946. I wasn't even born.
Was your dad born?
Shit, maybe, but yeah, that's a long time, But I'm just glad that he also got to see our first ring too, with LeBron breaking that to 2016 as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that he got to see a few things that we possibly Cleveland thought we might never see. You know what I'm saying? So one is better than none. I'll take it, even though it wasn't in
100%.
Did he stay in Cleveland or did he move to LA like all the rest of the celebrities? No, I'm just like.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did have a house in Cleveland, but all these majority of these celebrities, they got houses everywhere.
I always like those guys who stick around to their hometown. I mean, you don't have to do what you want, but I always appreciate when those guys do, and But yeah, this guy was. I wish there was more tape, man, more clear. I wish we had the tape of him. Like, the cameras we have today of him back then, man, it's just amazing to watch what you can see of him. And, obviously, but yeah, kudos to a great career and bringing Cleveland one of their few championships.
Yes, sir.
100% right. 100% right.
Yeah, my dad was born in 1949, so he still wouldn't have seen them boys. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I hope it's just not that long before we see another one.
Well, I hope it's another 100 years before the Cubs win another one. So,
hey, that's your team. I don't give a damn.
Hey, that was actually supposed to be our year. We were supposed to win 2 championships, man. That damn blackout. I'm trying to tell you.
God.
Blackout, it messed up everything. I'm trying to tell you. It messed up everything.
It's supposed to be our year.
Shut up.
Every year.
That year was it. I'm trying to tell you.
No offense to my Cowboy people, but just like them Cowboys.
No.
It's our year.
Hold on. You can't do that. Cowboys fans are delusional. Like literally delusional. We're not there yet, but we still gonna support our people, our sports, no matter what. But
by the way, 16 subscribers since the last show. So thank you for everyone who subscribed. And yeah, man, we're excited to see this grow. Almost at 150.
Yes,
and it was just a month ago we celebrated 100. So this has been a good month.
Definitely. Like I said, we definitely appreciate y'all. Keep on watching us, keep on vibing with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gonna keep on growing. You know what I'm saying? We growing. It's a journey, you feel me? So I just like where we going, and I appreciate everybody to keep on liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. You feel me? Just keep at it and keep on supporting us. We definitely appreciate it here on Real Deal Sports. But I think that's been it for today. You feel me? So that's it. It's time to go for me to go watch this Lakers show. I need to see if LeBron go do his thing. It's your boy Big Watt, my boy
You
Nico
need some. You need some
looking
tissues.
suave.
Well,
Not yet. Not yet. I'll let you know I have time. I'll let you know I have time. My boy Nico Suave looking suave in the mofo. My boy with the fresh cut. Boy, all right. My boy John, hardest working man in show business, man. We appreciate y'all watching tonight. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Real Deal Sports, we out. Throw them tie weeks up.
We out.